This song was a smash hit in Europe. Satellite was the winning tune at the 2010 Eurovision Song Contest. And if you'd consulted Volkmar Kramarz beforehand, he'd likely have predicted that the ditty would come out on top.
I'm always moved whenever I hear a song like Satellite. It has 3 chords that are repeated over and over, and the sequence of these 3 chords is so harmonious it touches every heart. And because we're so touched, I know straight off that this song will go right to the top in whatever arrangement.
Kramarz systematically studied what ingredients go into making a chart topper. He took successful pop songs and looked for similarities in their melodies, chords, and rhythms. The results were surprising. Most of the hit songs studied were based on just 3 or 4 chord progressions. Kramarz calls that the hit formula.
The interesting thing about these chord progressions is basically very few new notes appear. So the sounds merge together. The notes keep being used anew, but basically the sound remains the same. Take the C major chord with the notes C, E, and G. It's followed by an A minor chord, which also uses C and E. These 2 notes remain and are joined by a new one. The next chord would be F major, where, once again, 2 of the same notes remain. They're not new to the chord. Only an F is added.
A typical example is the Beatles' song Let It Be, composed by Paul McCartney. Though it was written nearly half a century ago, the melody is timeless and catchy.
It's the major cadence, extended with a minor tonic parallel. And when I play the 4 chords in sequence in whatever combination, it makes us feel we just can't get enough of it.
But what makes the songs that use this formula so successful? To answer that question, Kramarz produced some sound samples. Here's the pure version of the hit formula. And a slightly modified version. These sound samples were played to men and women ranging in age from 20 to 72, while an MRI scanner charted their brain activity. The results showed that the standard hit formula activated areas of the brain responsible for feelings of euphoria and pleasure.
You can see that certain areas of the brain become more active while others aren't activated anymore. Looking at the hit formula, you can see here I've activated a significant area of the brain's reward center, whereas when I eliminate the formula and remove the rhythm entirely, it triggers an area responsible for conflict readiness and potential for aggression. So it's a bit like having sex or eating chocolate. Each time it arouses your senses and feelings of pleasure anew.
Our brains can be tricked that easily. Find the right chord progressions that activate the reward center in our brain, and we'll want to hear that tune again and again. And so a hit is born.